Good afternoon. My name is Scott Redler, Chief Strategic Officer at T3Live.com, and welcome to today's recap and look ahead.
观众朋友，大家好，欢迎收看今天的直击美股，我是主持人张叔，在纽约向您问好。周三美股上涨，今天美联储决定在3个月内第2次加息，提高联邦基准利率0.25%，使得整个的一个隔夜拆借的联邦基金利率呢是达到了0.75%至1%的一个区间，而这也是符合市场此前的预期。而根据美联储在这次会议之后发布的声明中显示，今年预计还会有2次加息。到目前为止，市场的一个预测会是分别是在6月以及12月。而另外一方面呢，我们看到今天油价同时也是在给予市场支持，主要原因是最新公布的一个 EIA 数据当中显示，美国上一周原油是意外下降了23.6万桶，而这也是给予市场了一个短期的支持，使得市场的油价在连续下跌7天之后，今天终于是反弹，而能源板块也是因此上涨了1%。总的来说，今天的市场非常的不错，而经济数据也是很向好，其中公布的比较重要的包括了2月份的一个消费者价格指数是上涨0.1%。好的，更多消息让我们来关注一下今天的交易员访谈。Hi Scott, your stocks traded higher today, boosted by a Fed's decision and also oil price. So right now, for this 2380 level, what does that mean in technical analysis?
Well, I think, first of all, the 2354 to 2358, which is support, that was important. And then when we broke above 2375, that actually made some traders do some adjustments. You know, I talk about these levels as if they're just made up, but they're not. They're important because if you look here at the chart of the S&P cash, you will see, okay, we started this rally way back here. This was right before the election, and then this was right into the election, and then here's when we took out the descending trend line. So from there, we've been above the 21-day pretty much the entire time. If you remember right here, I talked about in my Morning Call Express that we tested the 21-day moving average twice before bouncing off of it and then breaking out above 2300. So I said this kind of looks similar here, where we came into the 21-day twice, and in order to get lower prices, we would have to break it. Instead, it held, and then we took out this level that you were talking about, Annabelle, right here, which is a little bit closer to 2373. So if you happen to be short thinking this was going to break, that was your spot maybe to cover. And if you happen to be looking to add to longs, this was the spot where you had a quick move after the Fed. So at this point, there is a lot of stocks still acting well. There's definitely some positions to be in, and this trend is still intact. And we'll see how we react tomorrow, because sometimes the day after the Fed is a little trickier.
And tech sector is a leader right now, and also Apple give us a really good trade today, but still we see this sector is a little bit choppy. And for example, like Amazon and also Baba. So how do you think about these names?
Well, you know, we all love when a trade gets tight and then expands and goes, and you could add to it and then sell strength, and that's pretty much what happened with Apple today. You know, Apple, I was long yesterday. I talked about it in the Morning Call Express. I said perhaps Apple's ready for another move. You look here at the chart, and why would I say that? Because first of all, let's just go right to where it gapped up after earnings, and this was one strategy after it consolidated and proved that this gap was going to hold. And then all of a sudden, here you are going sideways for multiple sessions. So I was long versus this little sweep here, and then figured if it gets above this spot, I'll add to it for more follow-through. I know some price targets were raised. I think RBC went to 155. I think Goldman did an intraday. So this is a nice bull flag, day one out. Let's hope we get a little follow-through tomorrow. We shall see. All in all, you know, for this to be valid, you would think that it holds above this to continue, but that was a nice trade and a nice focus. Unfortunately, not everything acts like that. You know, you look at Bob, it's not the end of the world. Here's that channel that we've been talking about, and it tried to break out right here. It couldn't get going, but still held the 21 days, so it still looks okay. I don't know what's going to be the catalyst to really get it up and go back towards highs, but at this point, it's still above the 21 days, so if you're long, use that as your stop.
And Fed decides to raise the rate today, and also definitely bank sector is a focus. And as you mentioned and shared with our audiences before, that the key is to watch the bank names if they rise or if they continue rising, that kind of stuff. So how do you think about this name? Do you think bank sector is rise as you expected?
You know what? I was expecting 3 hikes for this year. Some were expecting 4. So when she was kind of dovish instead of 4, some people sold the banks. But they didn't fall apart. They're still above the 21-day. And you know what? The market didn't fall apart because money went elsewhere. And that's what's been going on. You know, one sector, some interest leaves, and then the money goes to the next sector, and you have to pretty much follow the baton. If you look here overall, let's just get right to JP Morgan, for instance. We could use that as our clue. JP Morgan, okay, is still above the 21-day moving average. Yes, it didn't lead today, but I'd say as long as it holds this spot, some interest will stay here. So maybe it goes sideways and then all of a sudden they start talking about better data and then it goes, or if it breaks this. So if you're in some of the banks, watch 90.53 for JP Morgan. We were talking about, well, the bears are pointing to the weakness in the IWM, okay? All of a sudden, here is that big level in the IWM, which is the small caps. So you had a small red dog reversal yesterday, and now money might have left the banks today or didn't go there, but today, now all of a sudden, the small caps reclaimed the 8, the 50, and the 21-day, so puts it back in vogue to maybe get back towards the upper level.
就像 Scott 所说的，当前呢，由于美股已经上涨很长一段时间，所以大家都会有这样的一个疑问：究竟美股是否会继续上涨？但是他的建议就是希望大家能够继续的去合着市场的这样子一个趋势来进行交易，不要逆趋势而交易。好的，以上就是今天节目，我们下期再见。